this project, I'm going to be using weight for acrylic yarn in these colors, a 4mm crochet hook, some buttons, a stitch marker and a needle, and a pair of scissors. This pouch consists of 3 parts or 3 layers, the bottom and the flower, and then this top part right here. To start the first row, I'm gonna make a slip knot and then chain 21. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And then once you have your 21 chains, we're going to work inside the chains to make a row of half double crochets. So to make a half double crochet, yarn over and then work into that second chain from the hook. So this is the first chain, this is the second one. So yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. And then this first half double crochet, use your stitch marker and to mark it so you don't lose count of the stitches. And then another half double crochet through all 3, yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3, and then just repeat this until the end of the work. Once you make it to that last chain, make a half double crochet in the last chain, and then make 1 more in the same chain space. And over, pull up a loop, and so this would make 21 half double crochets. And now we're gonna work on the other side. So flip your work, and we're gonna be working into these chain spaces. We're just gonna be working on the opposite side. So yarn over and skip this one because it's the same. So this would be the first one. Insert your hook, pull up a loop, and make a half double crochet. Yarn over, pull up a loop, and then half double crochet, and then just repeat this until the end of the project. Once you make it to this last space, make 1 half double crochet, then make 1 more half double crochet in that same space. To finish the round, we're gonna remove the stitch marker and slip stitch into that first half double crochet. So pull up a loop and then pull through that same loop, and then make sure to pull it tight, and then chain 2. Once you've made your chain 2, we're gonna start the second round. And to start, we're gonna work 1 double crochet into this same slip stitch space, in the same space we chained. So yarn over and insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And then 1 more double crochet in the next chain. In the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. And then just repeat this all the way around. No. See, I forgot to add my stitch marker. So just place your stitch marker into that first stitch. See, we have 1, 2, 3 stitches into the first one. Don't forget like I did. Just continue to make double crochets all the way around until we get back to this stitch marker. So yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Just repeat this all the way around. Once you've made it all the way around, this is the end of the work. And you can see right here, this is not a stitch, it's where we slip stitched. So we have to skip that and then just slip stitch into the first half double crochet. So remove the stitch marker. See, that's the slip stitch, then the chain 2, and then make a slip stitch into that first double crochet to close the work. And pull it tight, and then chain 2 to start the next round. For the next round, we're just going to repeat the same steps. So make a double crochet into that same stitch. And then place your stitch marker. Remember to place your stitch marker at the start of every round so you don't lose count. Then yarn over. We've made it to the last stitch, so yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and now to close it, so remove the stitch marker and make a slip stitch to that same space, pull it tight, and then chain 2. And then we're just gonna repeat the process to make the third part. So double crochets all around. Okay, we've made it to the last double crochet. Make your double crochet, then remove the stitch marker and make a slip stitch. And then chain 1. Right here this is the end of our piece, so we're just gonna cut this yarn. So this is the end of the bottom. Now to make the leaf or the green part, the stems. To start round 5, we're gonna be using the green yarn to make these stems. Get your green yarn and insert it into the project. This is where we fastened off, so insert it right into that first stitch and then pull through your yarn. Then pull a long enough tail where you can weave in the ends. And now chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and make a double crochet into that same stitch. So yarn over, insert your hook, and place this green yarn over your hook so you can weave in as you go. Pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. And now we're going to repeat this all around until we get back to this side. So we're going to yarn over, we're going to skip 2 stitches, so 1, 2, and then work in that third stitch, a double crochet. So pull up a loop, pull through 2, and pull through 2. And then now we're going to chain 1, and 2, and yarn over, loop, pull through 2. So yarn over, skip 2, insert into the 3rd chain, make a double crochet, chain 2, and then 1 more double crochet into that same stitch. Now double crochet 1, 2, 3, skip 2, and then pull up a loop, chain 2, and then 1 more double crochet into that same space. Now repeat this all the way around. And now to close it, we're gonna find that 3rd chain. So this is 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna slip stitch into that 3rd chain. Pull up a loop, and then chain 1 to fasten off and cut the yarn. So that is round 5 done. Now to make the flowers for round 6. For round 9, we're gonna get our color and insert into this first chain 2 space, right where we fastened off. Insert your hook and change colors. And chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're gonna make double crochet clusters to make the flowers. So we're gonna yarn over and insert a double crochet, and we're gonna pull up 1 double crochet, and then another double crochet. So yarn over, pull through 3 loops, and then 1 more double crochet. So that's 3 double crochets, and this chain counts as 1. So we're gonna pull up a long loop and then insert into the 3rd chain on our chain, and then put this loop on our hook, and then tighten and pull it through, and then chain 2. And that's 1 double crochet cluster. Now we're gonna repeat this and make 14 all the way around in each of these V stitches. So after the chain 2, we're gonna insert 1 double crochet, and then 3 more, 2, 3, and 4, and then pull up a long loop and insert into that first double crochet, put the loop on the hook, tighten, and then pull through, and then chain 2, and just repeat that all the way around until you get back to this first one. Now we've made it back around to this first V-stitch, so just enter the last double crochet cluster and then fasten off. 3 and 4. Oh. 4 and pull up a long loop. Chain 2, and then to close this off, we're just gonna insert into this first. This is the chain 1, 2, 3 into the third chain stitch, and slip stitch, and then chain 1 to fasten off. Cut the yarn. And that's the end of row 6. Now to start row 7. To start row 7, we're gonna insert our hook into this first space right here and change color and chain 3. So that's 1, 2, 3, and then insert 2 more double crochets into that same space. So 1 and 2. Now in the next space, I'm gonna insert 3 double crochets into this space. 2 and 3. And then we're just gonna repeat that all the way around. So 3 double crochets in each chain 2 space. So 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. And then just repeat this all the way around until you get back to this side. We've made it to the last chain 2 space, so insert 3 double crochets, and then fasten off. We're gonna do a slip stitch into this third chain, so 1 slip stitch, just pull it tight, and chain 1. And here we're gonna cut our yarn. To start on round 8, we're gonna insert our hook right into this chain space and change colors. Pull up a loop and then chain 1, and now we're gonna make 1 single crochet into that same space. So we're just gonna make single crochets in all the stitches all the way around. So insert 1 more single crochet, pull up a loop, then pull through a loop, and insert, pull up a loop, pull through both, and then just repeat that all the way around. So 1 single crochet in every stitch. Okay, so now we've reached the end of our round, so make the last single crochet, and we're not gonna close it off like normal, but we are gonna to start round 9. So to start round 9, we're gonna slip stitch in that first single crochet, pull loop and make a slip stitch, and pull up a long loop. Before we continue, we have to mark where we're gonna have our clasp. So like on this one, our chain clasp, we have to mark where we're gonna put it. So from that first stitch, we're gonna count 11 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And we're gonna get our stitch marker and mark that stitch. And then we're gonna count 2, 1, 2, and then mark the other one. So 1, 2, and 3. So skip 2 and then mark the other one. So now we can start round 9. So we're gonna slip stitch for round 9. We're gonna slip stitch all the way around. So we made our first one, and now to go all the way around. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So this would be 11. Remove the stitch marker. And 11. So now we're gonna chain 10 to make our chain clasp. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're gonna remove this stitch marker and slip stitch into that space. Now slip stitch all the way around. Okay, once you've made it all the way around, these are our last stitches. So just make 1 slip stitch, and then this is the last stitch. So 1 more slip stitch. And here we're gonna pull up a long tail and cut our yarn. To weave in your end on this side, I'm just gonna come through that first slip stitch and then pull through and then back through my first slip stitch, and then do that 1 more time. Now to add the button. here is your finished pouch. If you enjoyed the tutorial, make sure to like and subscribe and turn on notifications to get notified whenever I post another video. Bye!